It is strange, this feeling I'm feeling. But I love, we will always believe it. Though you may think my fate is in vain, till Shiloh we chant. Shiloh!
This is a liberated zone.
I'm black and life is hard in Josie when you got tits.
God knows, and I know God personally. In fact, he lets me call him me. Give me this, give me that.
Hustlers have been reduced to objects of frustration.
Festival is a project of the Southern African Arts Exchange with a focus on entertainment and educational workshops presenting emerging and established artists from Africa and the diaspora. Invited South African and overseas poets to perform and conduct workshops for the public. Sarah Jones from the USA performed and workshopped with young people in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
Your revolution will not be you killing me softly with Fugees. Your revolution ain't gonna knock me up without no ring or no plans and produce little future MCs, because that revolution will not happen between these thighs. No, my Jamaican brother. Your revolution will not make you feel bombastic and really fun. The question was, do we only do slam poetry? For me, the answer is no. I do other stuff. I kind of do my character work. I've written 2 plays now, and I'm working on my 3rd play, which incorporates some of the poetry styles. But one character who I did, who's in the show, in one of my shows, her name is Praveen. And just do a little Praveen for you. Okay, I think I hear somebody's talking over there, and I'm really just trying to talk to you right now. So if you please try to I'm talking here. Now, my name is Praveen Mandi. Hello, it's good to be here with all of you. I'm back Sarah Jones in New York City, you know. There's a lot of different people that she is portraying in her plays. Hi.
Papa Noel from Congo and Orbe Otes from Cuba performed together in a unique collaboration.
Moi, je suis de la génération intermédiaire entre le pionnier et la nouvelle génération. J'ai pris connaissance de la musique à partir de la source, c'est-à-dire à partir des pionniers. Jusqu'à présent, j'ai lu en moi. Voilà pourquoi je respecte cette musique-là. Elle est nôtre. Mais curieusement, c'est une musique qui ressemble à la musique cubaine qu'on appelle le son. Donc la rumba et le son, ils ont le même battement rythmique et presque la même manière de jouer, la même manière de faire. Voilà.
Que yo hago es muy similar a la música de Papá Noel, porque de todas maneras nosotros tenemos mucha influencia africana. Siempre digo que nosotros somos personas africanas ensambladas en el Caribe, así que nuestra música es totalmente africanoide.
Who you're about to see is the person who is credited with one of the inventors of ska, which gave birth to One Drop, which gave birth to reggae. For the 8th wonder of the world, a living legend, his name is Enes.
From Jamaica is a well-respected guitarist. And adding their own South African flavor in another unique collaboration is some of the best South African musicians. Kaya Mahlangu on saxophone, Jimmy Mgwandi on bass, Vusi Kumalo on drums, and Valencia Felito on keyboard.
Playing with some guys that I haven't played with before, and this is part of the thing that I always admire. To if I can find guys that we can just hit that moment, and it was great for me. I must really lift my hat to Bob Marley, because he is a guy who really took the reggae music all over the world. I mean, he really established it more than anybody else, I think. Today, I see where the music now is gone to dance hall and so forth, and so, but it's like everybody's going back to this car, and I'm really glad to know that, I feel good.
This is a liberated zone. You can be as oppressed as a party drunk as you want. When you come out here, anything goes as long as it's poetry.
Recollections spring up and advance or retreat into and out of memory. Habits of movement rattle and peep through the silences surrounding your memory as they ambush what might have been clarity of in or foresight or thought. But did you not only yesterday say, where to go is what to do?
So JC sparked another cone as I told him about this brother with the rainbow colors in his dome. See, my life was prayer to his rhythms inside him, inside me. Creation was a haven in his chest. He saw me as a spirit, lover, sister, mother, friend in arms like no other. I was born to be the summer in his fingertips. He in my belly made the moon rise where my midnight sits. It's over now. And as I sift through lies, I know I can depend on no love. For none can replace my own. And when the tears stopped falling, Jesus took me home. And then he stepped into the fury of my soul. Jay said, love is infinite gratitude for the power of the self. Seek the answers in your own voice before you look to anyone else. Nurse the child who weeps in the valley of your suffering. Cleanse her face with ebony rains and make way for what the future brings. Teach her to make love, not find love. To be love, not seek love. To grow love and know love that she might give love and receive love in due time. But don't make martyrs from the flaws of mortal kinds. Before you let another burn you, think twice. Remember, no one is worth your paradise.
Your revolution will not happen between these thighs. Your revolution will not happen between these thighs. The real revolution ain't about booty size. the Versace's you buys, or the Lexus you drive. And though we have lost Biggie Smalls, baby, your notorious revolution will never allow you to lace no lyrical dush in my bush, okay? Your revolution will not be you killing me softly with Fugees. Your revolution ain't gonna knock me up without no ring or no plans and produce little future MCs, because that revolution will not happen between these thighs. And your revolution will not find me in the backseat of a Jeep with LL, hard as hell, doing it and doing it and doing it well. Your revolution will not be you smacking it up, flipping it, or rubbing it down, nor will it take you downtown or humping around, because that revolution will not happen between these thighs. Your revolution will not happen between these thighs, will not happen between these thighs, will not be you shaking and me. Eventually faking between these thighs, because the revolution, when it finally comes for all of us, it's gonna be real.
The revolution had me loose in this concrete jungle. Virile insinuendo spot out the mouth of one so young. Tagalongs are priceless. Discount Draculas as they suck at the blood boiling writable. My neck's on the line. We go online in just a future minutes. The hybrid lives. Spy versus spy kits are readily available. There's a mad sense of sanity in the air. Going anti-art sorority brought out the best in me. Bringing it as junky as any male comes, my contribution to lifting spirits like elevator music. I put the step down by escalated cases of empty stairs. I don't belong became the familiar song. Feel as if I'm a man of old ways trapped in the future, where flying saucers have been reduced to objects of frustration, tossed about in domestic squabbles. Little green men in space suits and fishbowl hats are a thing of the past, whilst gossip columns read like the goddamn Bible.
Time is money, money is time. So I keep 7 o'clock in the bank and gain interest in the hour of God. I'm saving to buy my freedom, God grant me wings. I'm too fly, not too fly. I soar to look at humans without wings, so I soar and find tickle in the feathers of my wings. Flying hysterically over land numerically, I am 7 mountains higher than the valley of death, 7 dimensions deeper than dimensions of breath. Am I happy? Happiness is a mediocre standard for a middle-class existence. I see through smiles and smell truth in the distance. Beyond one-dimensional smiles and laughter lies a hereafter, where tears echo laughter. You'd have to do math to divide a smile by a tear times fear equals mere truth. That simply delves in the air, but that's case all I have to do is breathe and all else will follow. That's why drums are hollow. And I like drums. Drums are good, but I can't think straight. I lack the attention span to meditate. My attention spans galaxies. Here and now are immense. Seconds are secular. Moments are mine. Self is illusion. Music, Stephen. Noosed by the strings of Jimmy's guitar, I swing. Purple haze pendulum, hypnotizing the part of I that never dies. Look into my eyes with the windows of the soul. Fried chicken collards and cornbread as cornmeal, sour cream, eggs, and oil is the stolen blood of the earth, used to make cars run and kill the fish. Who me? I play scales. The scales of dead fish, of oil, slick seas. My sister blows wind through the hollows of fallen trees. And we are the echoes of eternity, echoes of eternity, echoes of eternity. Maybe you heard of us. We do rebirths, revolts, and resurrections. We threw basement parties and pyramids. I left my tag on the wall. The beats would echo off the stone and solidify into the form of light bulbs, destined to light up the heads of future generations. The reason up in the form of maybe you heard of us. If not, you must be trying to hear us, and in such cases we can't be heard. We remain in the darkness unseen. In the center of unpeeled bananas we exist, uncolored by perception, clothed to the naked eye. 5 senses cannot sense the fact of our existence, and that's the only fact. In fact, there are no facts. Facts me a fact, and I'll telegram, a hologram, a telephone, the son of man, and tell him he is done. Leave a message on his answer machine telling him there are none. God and us are one. Times moon, times star, times sun. The factor is me. You remember me. I slung amethyst rocks on Saturn blocks till I got caught up by earthling cops. They wanted me for the army or whatever. Picture me. I swirl like the wind, tempting tomorrow to be today, tiptoeing the fine line between everything and everything else. I am simply Saturn, swirling sevens through sooth, the soul living air of air, and all else follows, reverberating the space inside of drum hollows, packaging bottles and shipped to tomorrow, then sold to the highest nickel. nigger. I swing from the tallest tree, lynched by the lowest branches of me, praying that my physical will set me free, because I'm afraid that all else is vanity. Mere language is profanity. I'd rather hum or have my soul tattooed to my tongue, and let the scriptures be sung in gibberish, because words be simple fish in my soul aquarium, and intellect can't swim. So I stopped combing my mind so my thoughts could lock. I'm tired of trying to understand. Perceptions are mangled, matted, and knotted anyway. Life is more than what meets the eye and eye. So elevate I to the third, but even that shit seems absurd when your thoughts leave you third isolated. No man is an island, but I often feel alone. So I find peace through.
I don't have a color problem. I see everything black. When I walk at night, I don't see no neon light. And at Christmas, nothing for me turn white. I see everything in black. Black dungeons holding black bodies to be sold for a price. I don't have a color problem. I come from a black womb, enter a black world, filled with black devils, doing everything black that was bad. In the blackest corner of my mind, I created nothing of color. My soul filled with devils, sowing seeds of ugliness, black magic, casting shadows of past pains. Ugliness prevails, black as sin. Yet I entered a black flesh that conceived a black child who was taught on a black slate by way of a blackboard. I learned about the black market. Bodies sold and auction blacks. Money sold for more than its value. Yet, I don't have a color problem. I see everything black. Bad luck keep passing my way by way of a black cat. So I write a letter and blackmail it. Blacklisted for speaking about the dark continent. My mind like a sponge, absorbing, yet like a mirror, reflecting. The rain clouds have covered the rainbow. I am the black sheep in my family. Yet, I do have a color problem. I see everything in black. I remember them tell me, black is not a color. Color is not black. Not King Cole was black. Black makes sense. Black makes no sense. No sense being black, not making... I just have a blackout.
It was great vacation. One person I decided men like Mutawaruka, you know, and even Sister Jones, you know, and Brother Williams, you know. That was great for I.
For you, now I'm feeling silly.
It was excellent. It was well attended. The artists were phenomenal, especially Saul, who I've known since he was young. So it was great.
Well, I enjoyed the whole poetry thing. I came here specifically for Mutawaruka.
I heard him in Jamaica in his radio show, and he moved me. And tonight, really, he lived up to expectation.
Writing up my days, love me in my way.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Azania.
Tanzania, we took it like with myself being as a South African under the struggle, so we choose to use Tanzania as a powerful word, you see, because it stands basically for the South, you see. Well, Tanzania is me and my brother. We team up with Dawood, a brother from Jamaica who's based in England at the moment. But we team up together because I was based in Germany. So I came back like 3 years ago. We met with Dawood. We started the project together.
Delighted to be here. Even if them said when I come to the airport you have to turn back, I would be even so delighted to know that I touched down here. That is how happy I am. Selassie,
Mama, look from where you valley. Hey, mama, what did I say?
Our people suffer the most all across the world. No, I want me look on Butcher Banton and say, but you're not from Africa, you don't know. I do have to be in Africa, but I have been here many a times in the spirit, walking this land.
Cast away fear, thoughts of us. Now, you enemy the vision in the valley of decision.
I don't come to talk you to death. I want to hear from the people what they are going through, what you want to hear from I.
Do you hear me? Destruction of our soul is vanity. Oh, do you hear? If only you listen, can you hear? What did I say? When me I oh, mama, come from where I born. Oh, mama, look from where
I think it transcends borders, you know. I think people from all over the world, whether you're African, American, Spaniard, French, Italian.
I'm a living while I'm living.
Some of my topics, you can always look into them and find that there are similarities in some part of your life or someone who you know. You know what I mean? The people of the world, no one speaks for them except with those who sing reggae. If you listen to the songs that are on the radio, baby, I love you. Baby, I want to lick you up and down. You see my bling bling, you see my gold chain. My girl's got a guy, my guy's got a girl, my guy's got a guy, my girl's got a girl. That's all the music. What is that? What is that doing for us as a nation of people? That's not uplifting us in any way. Don't tell me that if you live in a Western world like a New York City or Los Angeles that you cannot say something positive to those who are going to hear your record, which is ultimately going across the borders. So far, the Most High has blessed us because He knows that this music possesses soul.
Overhiking the price, we've got to pay. Buying our leaders pay. They say who can afford to run with them? What about those who care? They will have to stay. Opportunity, I scarce gets humanity. Sisters, listen well. Don't pay them no money on me dear. A whole lot of vandals out there. Who will want abuse you, only want use you. None of them don't care. Every man on road one way run tear you. Figure about so much them come near you. Don't be easy to get. Oh, we must have met. Telling us somebody they don't really want you. We don't be saying God, but everything. Oh my Lord. just don't feel water.